You're listening to another episode of Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon.
Ladies and gentlemen, greetings, earthlings, and locally hated podcasters. This is episode 200 of Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon. I'm Chuck, that's Jon. This could be it.
Could be it, man. We made it.
We've made it to our 200th episode.
Yeah, that was our goal, I think. That was our idea when we started podcasting, was like, hey, let's get to 200 episodes and see where we're at. Yeah. We did it.
We did it, and now we're going to see where we're at. We'll let you know. Just keep watching your feed. And,
yeah. Stay tuned.
That's all I can say. Stay tuned.
Who knows?
So I just got back from Panama City.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Still wearing your captain's hat. I see you have it nicely paired with your chain finally. Yes.
I got the combo right.
Yes.
I want to wear this hat to the track.
It's going to get disgusting, but I understand you wanting to.
Yeah. So
maybe you need a backup. Maybe you need two captain's hats.
Yes, there may be another captain's hat coming forward. People's been sending me pictures of Shaq and his captain's hat.
He wears one?
Yeah, he wears one from time to time. But Shaq
is the around, captain. He's definitely the captain, okay?
He's definitely the captain. Yeah. We were at the Redneck Riviera for 5 nights, 5 or 6 nights. I don't know how many. I don't know how long we were down there. We did a show from down there, but that was just at the beginning of the week, so it's not like we did a lot Sunday. All we did Sunday was ride around. Charlie, we rented him a golf cart and never saw him again.
Well, that's rightfully so, man.
He just come around. He come around to eat, and poop.
Yeah,
he's like, he'd come back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I said, well, don't do it down here in this one because you smelled up the whole condo last time. I mean, he killed. I'm like, dude, there's a fan in there. Turn it on. Shut the door. Turn it on, and don't do that down here again.
Did him and his buddy have a good time though?
Dude, they had so much fun. They lied about their age. All the typical stuff you would do at 16 in Panama City.
Yeah, man. Does anyone question a little person? You know what I mean? Are you going to question the little guy?
No.
On his age?
No.
You can't do that, right?
Well,
and Charlie looks old already.
Yeah, so they ran into some a college girl from Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Is texting them one morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, who you saw? Oh, this is a girl we ran into. And anyway,
that was a really good Charlie impression.
So I said, well, does she know you're 16? He goes, no. I said, okay.
No. Oh, man. He couldn't find no chicks his age?
I mean, if you got college girls.
True. True.
I mean, right?
Yeah, I guess so. So. If they're barking up your tree.
Right.
Man, it's a totally different atmosphere than it was when we were kids, huh?
I guess. It seemed like the same old Panama City to me. People lied about it. I mean, there's reasons. I told him, we had a conversation about it the other day. I said there's reasons why, like, Morgan Wallen's sand in my boots. Kenny Chesney's Anything But Mine.
Mm-hmm.
There's reasons why those songs about the beach and meeting some girl down there at the beach and never talking to her again exist.
Yeah.
Because it happens to everybody.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
It's like part of it.
Yeah, man. But in Panama City Beach is like the place to do it, right? Like, especially for us growing up in Georgia, like that's where everybody vacations for spring break and or summer break, right? Like, especially when you're in high school, like You want to
You
go
go
to
down there.
Panama City Beach.
Yeah, you go down there, you run into some girl, you hang out with her all week, and then whatever. She
Never
goes back
talk
to
to
her
her
world,
again.
you go back to yours. Never talk back. But now they got social media, so I mean, you're finding them.
Yeah, dude. You can look them up quick and easy, right?
Well, kind of. He's just like, Dad, before I come down here, I put all my socials on private.
Oh. And he could, dude, he should. What would be your alter ego now? What would be, since you could just change your name, right? What would be your name?
Oh, we always use one of our friends' names that wasn't at the beach.
Okay. So what would be the name?
I told him, I said, just use Jamie Green. That's what I would do.
Jamie Green. That's right.
He's like, okay, sounds good to me.
Dude, back in high school, we all blamed everything on this same kid named John Fleisch. We would check in under his name, like check in late. There were so many, like one time John Fleisch checked in late to school like 10 times. So many people started using his name. Like, it was the best. This kid, everybody blamed everything on him. If there was a food fight, if there was any sort of fight in school, like a commotion, everything got blamed on John Fleisch. This poor kid. He'd get called up to the office so many times. He did nothing wrong.
Dude, that's so good.
He was a guy, he was smaller than me. He was like way shorter than me. And like even a little scrawnier than me. So like if you can imagine, he just doesn't stand a chance at like defending himself against anything. And so everybody, man, even underclassmen would blame stuff on him. The last I heard was a few years ago at Macintosh, people were still blaming things and checking in under John Fleisch. Trying to anyway.
He's probably a cop now.
He wanted to run for politics.
Yeah, see, that's how you make politicians and police officers right there. Is doing that to somebody.
He wanted to be a politician the last I heard.
Yeah. Dude, we ate some good food.
JD Vance would be that guy, wouldn't he?
JD Vance would be that guy.
Everybody would blame everything. JD Vance.
Yeah, JD Vance. That's a good bar name.
JD.
Yeah, JD. You know,
those
like
are my initials,
president.
though.
Yeah,
those are my initials. Man, you should start calling me JD. Maybe that's going to be my name from now on.
Yeah, JD.
The one, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We snorkeled.
You snorkeled?
Yeah, I snorkel. I don't know if a lot of people don't know that about me, but I snorkel.
No, I didn't. I didn't take you for a snorkeler. You've never mentioned it before. How was that, dude?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's great as always.
Really?
Yeah.
So, it's funny you mentioned. Tell me about your snorkeling trip real quick, and then I want to tell you.
Let's see. So we snorkeled down. We were down at the state park, so we snorkeled around to jetties and saw some fish and saw some crabs. We found.
I know exactly where you were.
We found a spoon.
You found what?
A spoon.
A spoon?
A plastic spoon. Yeah.
Oh, just a plastic spoon, not like a metal silver spoon.
No, just a plastic spoon, just hanging out on the bottom.
Oh, wow.
So Mary Beth kept it and used it to dig around looking for seashells. Found some live sand dollars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're brown.
They're brown when they're alive?
Yeah. They're white now.
You got them out?
Unfortunately, I said, you got to leave the live ones so they can get big.
Nope.
And then we get home and I'm like, where did you get those sand dollars?
Dude, she's stuffing her pockets full of dollars, man.
She come back with she come back with a mayonnaise jar full of shells this time.
Dude, 5-finger discounting them dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We did find some nice looking shells down there.
Yeah.
Because they just had done a beach reconstruction. So all you had to do is just dig right off the surface and there was good shells.
Right. That's cool, man. That was probably a lot of fun.
It was for her.
Taking them live sand dollars. Poor sand
That yeah. Saw some fish down there, and
anything exciting?
Oh, we saw manatees one morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 4.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
She accidentally hooked a sea turtle when we were fishing.
Oh crap!
It happens enough that there's a sign up on procedures of what to do.
Oh wow! What do you do? Just cut the line?
No, you have to get somebody with the proper net, which is a big basket, and scoop it up, bring it up there, and call somebody. But it let go.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we got the hook back and everything. So,
were you fishing off the pier or the shore?
The pier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't catch much of nothing, but
well. Sea turtle apparently.
A sea turtle.
Speaking of sea turtles, man, that's actually what I wanted to ask you about. So, I'm going to the U.S. Virgin Islands next week.
Can you eat sea turtle down there?
No, not to my knowledge. But the people we're going with want to take a little catamaran out to a smaller island right off the one we're staying at, like a little tiny island, and go snorkeling with sea turtles.
Highly suggested.
How can they guarantee sea turtles?
They're there. If they've got a snorkeling trip that says there's going to be sea turtles in the area, they're probably pretty confident that there's sea turtles.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to blow the hundreds and hundreds of dollars that it's going to take, right, to get out there.
And then
there not be right, because like I can go snorkeling off the coast of my island. You know, right. I don't need to take a catamaran out to this tiny island.
Yeah, you do.
It sounds fun though, doesn't it?
Have you ever been snorkeling?
When I was like 12, I went snorkeling in the Philippines, but I had a cast on, so my mom had to like walk by me, and she's terrified of water. My mom had to walk by me and hold my arm out of the water because I had a cast up to my elbow.
So I'm you're just only like in ankle deep water, too. Basically,
yeah, we didn't go. We didn't go real crazy, no, because my mom's terrified. So I'm doing the best I could at 12.
Yeah, I've been snorkeling in the open ocean before, off the back of a boat in the Keys.
How terrifying is that?
So it wasn't too bad, except for we the first spot we jumped out, there was a school of barracuda.
Oh,
so I mean, some seriously big barracuda. So we moved.
Yeah,
and then we moved to a random spot, and as soon as we jump in, it's like there's a plaque at the bottom of it, and it's like this was so and so's favorite dive spot or snorkel spot, and that's where his ashes were at.
Whoa.
And this was probably in 30 foot of water where we were at.
Oh, wow.
And
do you not get freaked about sharks or any of that?
There was shark. There was probably about a 6 or 7 foot sand shark there in that area. There was a Goliath grouper.
Do you not get worried about any of that stuff?
No.
That stuff terrifies me.
I mean, if it was a mako, I'd be worried.
What does it matter? If it's a hungry shark, brother.
This shark
and
was
I know most sharks don't want to eat you. Like, I get that. We are not on the menu for like any sharks, not specifically, right? They are not going to specifically attack humans.
Right.
But like, what if the shark, I mean, most shark attacks are probably, they don't even know what you are. They're just biting you, right? Like, I think that's 90% of shark attacks.
Well, I was more worried about the barracuda.
Sure, I've heard those are more aggressive.
They'll go after damage. They'll go after your bubbles.
Oh,
yeah, they'll chase bubbles.
Oh,
so no, I mean, I'm not worried about that kind of stuff. Charlie wants to get his dive license now.
Really? Did he go? He went snorkeling with you guys out there in Panama City?
Yeah,
that's cool, man. That's cool.
So,
now, how did the little guy do good in water? Does he snorkel well?
He's buoyant, yeah.
That's awesome.
He's pretty
Do I have
buoyant.
to cut all that out of the show?
What? No,
I
you
just
don't have
thought
to cut
about it.
it
Does
out.
he listen?
I doubt it.
I doubt it too.
No, he was fun. He was fun. He's a good dude.
Yeah. What else happened in Panama City, man?
There was a murder.
While you were down there?
Yeah.
A murder mystery, dude?
No, it wasn't a mystery. They got him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it broad daylight, right in the middle of the strip? What are we talking about?
It's about 10 o'clock at night down by Pineapple Willie's.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Domestic
It was
dispute?
a gun
What happened?
transaction. Gun transaction gone bad.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh. Down there in the Willie Hood. We don't go on that end of the beach. That's where all the problems have been happening. And nobody really knows why. Because they can't put their finger on it, on exactly who is doing it. But there's video evidence, but they can't figure out what to do about it.
Right, I hear you. just can't figure it out, man. Some crimes are unsolvable, man. You know.
Some crimes are just you can't figure it out.
Yeah, man. I do want to give a quick shout out. Oh, Panama City.
Okay. Yeah, I love that town. It's awesome. We had it at Boondocks for the first time. That was fun. It's on the Intercoastal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had grouper.
Okay. Grouper sandwich or just what?
Straight up grouper. If they would have had a grouper straight up, they had a grouper po' boy, and if they had like grouper on a hamburger bun, I probably would have got that. Yeah. I know there's no difference, but it just wasn't what I was wanting. So,
was it a fried grouper though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Mary Beth got
some places you can get them blackened, I think too.
Yeah, they had that.
Yeah, I like them. I like grouper fried.
I was not eating well this past week.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was not happening.
It was vacation, brother. It was vacation.
Right.
So did you get like all the fried fish platters?
I ate so much fried fish, dude. Fried shrimp with like boom boom sauce or something on it. Firecracker shrimp. I don't know. French fries. Bread. I had a piece of toast.
Yeah.
And that one morning for breakfast, and that was the best piece of toast I've ever had. It was sourdough toast. Golly, it was good.
Man, I bet that all tasted so good for you.
Gouda cheese grits.
Ooh, yeah. Gouda cheese grits. What a combination.
Last time y'all went down there, did y'all eat Andy's Flour Power?
No, we did not.
Okay. It's very good. I highly suggest Andy's. Okay. It's way down. I say it's way down on Thomas Drive. If you're staying on Thomas Drive, it's not that bad. But if you're staying at the Y or further, it's a little bit of a hike.
Right.
We did our favorite. There's a place we got to go to down there every time called Muy Buenos.
Okay.
It's
what do they
it's
serve
this
there?
Couple from Texas, Tex-Mex.
Okay.
And
is this the ones that like remembered you and everything?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we talked about that because was Sunday. Yeah, dude, you got to get Muy Buenos. I think they live in the back in a camper.
I mean, wouldn't you? If you were that old and retired and that's all you did, wouldn't you live right by it?
Yeah, I think I could live there. I ain't no telling what that little piece of land they got's worth.
Who knows, man? Panama City prices are astronomical.
Yeah, one of the condos across from us, a condo across from us was for sale, and it was like $375, which really ain't that bad considering.
No. It's not that bad.
Nice, quiet community, but there's no view at all, except for they had a deck and you could see the McGuire's parking lot.
Now, McGuire's. My neighbors went there one night. They were down there the same week as you guys, and they went down to they went to McGuire's one night. Yeah, hung out at the bar.
Yeah, we started to, but man, we were so tired.
Yeah,
it's just
they said all the food was incredible and like humongous portions, just like every Irish pub.
That's what. I didn't like the one in Pensacola. It's the same one. I didn't like the one in Pensacola because it was so freaking expensive for okay food. I mean, there was a lot of it, but it was okay.
Right.
I might have hit it on a bad night.
That's true, because Irish pubs are like pretty consistent.
Yeah. Usually you go to an Irish pub and it's like, whoa, that was good.
Yeah,
I did want to go over there and get a big pretzel, but I didn't.
They all have those.
I like it, man. A good.
Do Irish people like pretzels? Is there something with Irish people liking pretzels?
I don't know. That's probably an American thing, because I thought pretzels were German.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh, we'll just throw this in here. It sounds good.
Yeah, right. Some spicy mustard and
I had some pretzel bites one night though. They were good.
Oh yeah, wake up, yeah. Man, I'm glad you had a good vacation. I hope you didn't think about work at all.
I did. I saw some UPS trucks one day, and I saw a bulk van, and I'm like, I guess that's the guy that does Pier Park.
Right. Yeah, all the big businesses right down there. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, which has got to suck. Not really,
dude.
If you gotta deliver something down there,
pretty sweet view.
Park. Yeah.
Every time you're walking, everywhere you go is pretty sweet view.
Yeah. It wouldn't be bad.
You gotta admit, dude.
All these people on vacation, and you're just working. You're just out there hustling.
Yeah, covered in sweat.
Yeah, it was a good trip. I'm ready to go back. I'm already looking at my next vacation, going, what can I do down there?
I heard that, man. So Panama City is like your place. You think you're going to keep going there?
I want to, but Mary Beth likes to move around, so whatever she wants to do. I'm just going for a ride.
Yeah.
Took the truck. It was nice.
Oh, that's right. You took was this the first time the truck's been on vacation?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was.
Got almost 15 miles a gallon going down there.
But plenty of room. That's the thing in the truck.
Plenty of room. Packed everything. Air conditioner worked well.
Yeah.
It passed whatever you needed to pass.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Yeah, that's nice, man. Good trip.
What's next on our
I'm looking forward to my U.S. Virgin Islands trip, man. That one's going to be a bunch of plane rides and all kinds of stuff. But going to be traveling for a little while. So
yeah,
no shows coming at you.
No shows coming at you. We wouldn't. Yeah. So what about old Trump and Elon here? What are they? Do you fall under the consensus that it's all staged?
No.
Oh, you think it's a real beef?
Dude, you don't go calling someone. You don't go saying someone's on the Epstein files or part of the Epstein files when it's like when you're, staging stuff.
Well, like what if you want to force the hand of bringing the Epstein files out when you know there's not a problem and you go, hey, man, do this?
I mean, that is a heck of a way to get out. Or, that's a heck of a way to say goodbye, I don't know, man. It seemed like it wasn't set up to me. It kind of seemed like it was an argument that escalated, right? Every time. Because these are two guys who can't stop. These are two trolls.
Right.
Like, they can't stop.
Yeah, they can't stop trolling. But what about the fact that J.D. Vance was on
Theo at that time.
And Cash was on Joe at that time.
Sure.
As it dropped.
Sure. What are the chances, right?
Right.
And neither one of them had a take on it, really.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Cash was straight up like, I'm not going to have anything to do with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
hadn't
going to have
watched
anything to do with that.
I hadn't listened to that one yet because I got into Protect Our Parks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Cash one is, in my opinion, upsetting. Let's put it that way. In my opinion.
Well, I don't think Cash Patel's the guy we thought he was.
I agree with you.
Either that or the machine is just so big that they can't do nothing about it at this point.
And they're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
They're too proud to tell you we can't do nothing about it.
Right. Right. I mean,
no, we're doing such a good job. Look at what we're doing with immigration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what the whole interview is. Like the whole interview is like, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. I'm not gonna re-injure the victims of the Epstein files. If there is footage now from the island, I'm not gonna re-injure those victims. Hey, dude, there's been technology to blur out people since like the 90s, brother. You don't have to hurt anybody. You don't have to re-injure the victims. You know what I'm saying? Let me see the faces of those jokers who are down there. Like, you don't have to re-injure. You can still show me. You can show me.
Yeah.
You know, and now he's trying to say that there is footage of the Epstein suicide. There is camera footage of it, apparently.
Yeah.
And it will be released eventually. This happened, what, like 2019 or something like that?
AI's gotten really good since then.
Yeah. How hard would it be to recreate a suicide video? I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We've got some technology, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I like face swap technology was around then. Yeah. On like your social media things. Like, come on. I just don't see it. I was really upset with the Cash interview. I was really upset with the Cash interview.
Like I said, I hadn't got a chance to listen to it yet, but it's on the list.
Now, as far as Trump and Elon, like, was it a setup? Is it set up? Is it staged? I don't know. I don't think so. Again, I think it was an argument that escalated, and it was two dudes who like literally cannot back down from an online challenge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude, they were having the time of their lives.
Yeah, this was everything they wanted in life.
They have been waiting for that moment for years.
Yeah. You want to see? I've got a good one. This is my impression of Joe Biden reading that on social media.
Oh, Joe's got cancer, man.
Yeah. Is he even still around? No offense.
I don't know, man. Some people say he was assassinated in 2020.
Yeah, dude. Giant Biden.
Yeah, Giant Biden.
You remember Tall Biden, dude? That was a good one.
Look, let me ask you something while we're talking about referencing. There was something on Protect Our Parks that they bring up every week. I mean, every time they do one.
The Metallica performance?
No. Well, they do bring that up every single time. No, it was something else. And Mark Norman was over there like, oh, really? Show, I've never heard of that. I mean, I think he was just trolling Joe. No, probably. I've never heard of that one. Because he's, the whole show, I forgot what it was. It was something that Joe brings up all the time.
Yeah. Well, he has the same like 4 to 5 topics he'll bring up every show.
He didn't say Anunnaki at one time in that one though.
Oh man! Wow.
Yeah, I was keeping track.
You made it through one. Oh man, you ready to take an ad break real quick, Chucker? Regather our thoughts.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking with us through this ad break, guys. I'm here to tell you about one of our sponsors, Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. You can check her out at movingcoweta.com for all of your real estate needs in the metro Atlanta area. That's movingcoweta.com. Eileen Ayers with Bush Realty. Now back to the show.
I know you weren't down there for it, but there was that fire down there in Panama City, and there was it was a condo, right? And there was like it was like this big it was a bunch of smoke, a bunch of flames. I was wondering if you thought any of the snowbirds might have gotten a little 9/11 flashbacks and like freaked out, man.
Dude,
like,
they might have. So this is good. That's how we're coming back.
Okay.
Because I wanted to talk about this and I forgot about it. So Friday morning, I get on social media and the first thing I see at Long Beach, which is down there in the freaking Willie Hood, you know, that's right beside Pineapple Willie's, is a freaking condo on fire.
Yeah.
Looked like it was about the fourth or fifth floor.
Yeah.
In corner unit, not a shabby unit to have.
Dude, the building looked nice.
And it's just bellowing out black smoke. So this thing burned up. I think they said it affected 7 units above it.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's like, golly, dude.
What do you think happened? Like, I know this thing was supposedly under repairs. Like, how do you start an electrical fire that way? How would you even, like, was there a gas line left on? He decided to light up a joint while he's doing the flooring?
I don't know, because...
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does something like that even happen?
And not be able to put it out quickly.
Right. How does something like that happen? When you're making repairs, like what kind of home repairs engulf a place in flames like that?
The kind that you need an insurance payout on.
Yeah. Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams, dude.
Did they know something did that condo know something on the Clintons?
Yeah, that would be a good question.
And when you look at, like, somebody had flew their drone up to it and looked in it.
Oh, really?
That's how we got the photos of the construction equipment.
Okay.
When they show those pictures on the internet, the unit is not like destroyed. It was on fire, but it was not destroyed. Like, there's still boxes of tile sitting there.
That's so weird. Dude, spontaneous human combustion?
It could have been. Man? It could have been Pedro.
Yeah,
I mean, we're just going to go ahead and assume that it was migrant workers in there working on that condo unit. Okay.
That 8 ball of cocaine got him going.
And, you know what I'm saying? I mean, could it have been the rag catch on fire thing?
Man, I've always heard that, like, oily rags will spontaneously combust.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't buy that.
But they were working on tile. They were working on tile. And let me just pull up this picture so you can see it, because and
maybe
get your
they
opinion
hit a gas line or something. Like, there has to be, like, I don't know how you explain that away, dude. You're right. Like, what did those people know? Were they looking for an insurance payout? Were they just
they had good insurance?
Maybe they were just staging the repairs. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was let's see. Maybe this one's got it.
That would be hilarious if they were like staging the repairs and this was all, and then they wind up like damaging 7 units above them. They were just trying to get a quick little insurance payout for like their flooring or something.
Could you imagine sitting out there on the beach having your cold drink and you look up and the condo under yours is on fire and you're just on vacation?
Oh, and you can do like, nothing.
There's nothing. You just turn back around and just enjoy the rest of that beach day and let them put it out. Don't even get up. Don't even bother getting up.
No, yeah,
because it's not going to do you any good.
You gonna send and then
walk
find those pictures?
I'm work. Let me as soon as I find it, I am.
Oh man,
I'm busy.
This is just hilarious. I can't imagine. Oh no! Like the crew, the repair crew, just like
they're lucky one guy didn't like go. They were probably at lunch at Pineapple Willie. Look here, they done had enough. They're like, it's Friday. We're at the beach.
Oh.
They've been sitting there working all week looking at Pineapple Willies and all the people on the beach.
Yeah.
So they done gone down and.
Is there any Coronas in the drone photos? Are there Coronas on premises in the condo from these drone photos? Because that would make a big difference. If there was like 3 cases of Corona up there, dude.
All right, it's coming at you. I mean, you can still tell what color the walls were.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it seems very concentrated, huh?
Right. Like right there around the door.
Yeah, it does seem rather concentrated. That's interesting,
see,
man. I wonder what happened.
There, dude, the drop cord didn't even melt.
I see that over there. Man, what if it was spontaneous human combustion, man? What if Juan just had a little bit too much that morning?
Yeah. Now you see that if you zoom in on the door to the right, you see a bunch of wire right there. You see that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See that bare wire?
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird. But then when you look all the way over to the left, like where I don't know, it looks like there's probably another entrance to the patio or whatever, to the you know what I'm saying? Like from the bedroom. Like if you look all the way over there to the left, that looks beautiful. It looks beautiful in that room.
Yeah.
That room, no damage. But then when you see the pictures like zoomed out from like when the flames were fully going, you would think there would be nothing left.
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I just know that would ruin a vacation.
That's for sure, man. That's for sure. Good thing you guys weren't staying in that complex right there.
No, we can't afford a place like that. we don't make that. We ain't making Joe Rogan money yet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. What's on the notes, man? What do we got to talk about?
We've been doing this thing for 4 years now.
Yeah, man. So I looked up. Our first episode came out on May 10th. So we've been doing this just over 4 years. May 10th, 2021. So we've been doing this just over 4 years now, Chucker.
Wow.
That's a long time we've been doing this, man. 200 episodes. Yeah. How do you feel about that? What's some of the highlights? You got any highlights, lowlights, anything in between?
I feel like the show's gotten better.
Yeah.
There's been some that aren't that great, but overall, this last season's been pretty good.
Yeah.
We need to get in that 100,000 downloads per episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Window.
I like that.
Because that'd be job quittable.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I find it odd that one of our highest ranked episodes is still the freaking Louis Grizzard one.
Yeah, man. People love that episode, dude.
And that's just weird. But if you search Louis Grizzard, there's not a lot on Louis.
Right. Now, I will say the Scott Bloomquist one was coming for it pretty quick. I guess a lot of people are probably searching Scott Bloomquist or something. I don't know.
I could see that.
We don't really know how these algorithm things work, right? But
no, we don't.
We just like doing the podcast. We like having these conversations.
Yeah. I mean, it's a podcast about nothing, really.
Right. Yeah. Last night's coffee.
Yeah. I mean, it's just two guys shooting the bull. I like the reaction video. I like where the podcast is at now. I like this format.
Yeah. Where we have the reaction video and the meme of the week. We actually have a pretty good. I like our intro. I like the greetings, Earthlings. I like the don't go chasing. I like those things being at the intro and the outro. And these are the types of things we need our listeners to give us feedback on. You know, if we're going to come back for episode 201, give us some feedback, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out of breath.
Look, I've had a fun 4 years, dude. There's been a lot of times, I've had to do research for the show or whatever, just to like brush up on some of these topics. And I've learned a lot from it, you know?
I have done no research.
Sometimes I've got to read. I like to read the actual articles that we're gonna be talking about.
How long ago was Google the News?
Oh, we started Googling the news.
That was early.
That'd be like 2.5 years ago. Yeah.
So that's when I quit doing research. I mean, I'll read some of these articles, like that one you sent me a while ago. I hadn't got to watch it because I was eating and then drinking my coffee. And
what was it about the Navajo guy who got? Yeah, dude.
Finally got electricity and burned his house down.
This poor guy. They're trying to say it wasn't the electricity. Yeah, right.
Bull crap.
They're like, no, it was his wood burning stove that he had in there. I'm like, man, this is not.
That joker's had a wood burning stove in that little Adobe hut for 200 years.
Yeah, man.
2 weeks after he gets electricity, he burns it down. Adobe. No. That's mud. For those that don't know, that's a mud hut.
The news, you've got to watch it because the video is so funny. They apparently just did a big story on this guy getting electricity a couple of weeks ago. So like they were out there filming him with his electric drill, like
so what was he doing before that? A hand drill? What's he gonna drill? He lives in a freaking Adobe mud hut.
It was so funny, dude. It was so funny.
I can finally put that window in.
But they're like trying to interview him, and he's just there like he's just fascinated with his electricity, right? And now they try to go back out there, and it's just black. There's nothing, dude. His whole place is gone.
You know what? He might have been the one remodeling that condo.
Navajo Joe went down there.
Navajo Joe went to Panama City to remodel the.
Oh man, it was so funny, dude. You've got to watch that video. It's great. Yeah, man, I've had a great time doing this podcast though. There's been some highlights for me, you know. I think if anything, it's kept our friendship fun. Like, you know what I mean? We have something that keeps it going. Like we have something to talk about all the time and kind of plan around. And I don't know. It's been fun. Like I think you doing I think you've been carrying the podcast for quite some time now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, dude. And I just got to give you your flowers where the flowers are due, my friend. There's credit due to you, Chucker.
I just show up.
I know you're saying you don't do your research, but like you have been the comedic relief of the show. So thank you.
Somebody's got to do it. I'd like to thank Natty for sitting by my side for almost 200 episodes. I'm pretty sure she's been here for most all of them. She can't hear them anymore.
Yeah. Shout out Natty. Yeah. When we started this, Natty could hear still.
Yeah. She could hear pretty good. Now she's just like, you got to walk in and get home from work and touch her.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you doing home? I'm like, I'm here.
It's my time. That's true, man. That's true. It's been a good 4 years, Chucker. It's been a good 4 years.
Man, dude, Jimmy Buffett's died.
Jimmy Buffett, Jimmy Carter. We were on Carter watch for almost the whole show.
Are we going to sit here? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Are we going to sit here and not talk about Flat Creek Floyd?
Oh yeah, man. Our boy Flat Creek Floyd got ran over.
Yeah.
He was the alligator that hung out in Peachtree City. You know, there was also rumors of a Line Creek Larry, but I believe it was probably one and the same, right? Because Flat Creek and Line Creek do intersect. So I would see no reason why he wouldn't swim up Line Creek either.
Turns out it wasn't a he.
Yeah, turns out.
Y'all misgendered an alligator.
I've been calling him Fred this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flat Creek Fred?
Yeah, I've been calling him Flat Creek Fred this whole time.
So you didn't even get his name right.
No, I didn't even get his name right. But he's a local legend alligator who's been around for years, spotted in the creeks. And
ain't no telling how many times, especially right there where it got hit at.
Yeah, because he got hit on South 74, right?
Yeah, I go past that spot. There's a cross there now. They've put up a memorial for the alligator.
Dude.
And, you know, this is the upper. So we don't know if it was a pet put out or an alligator just at the upper ends of the alligator range.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, one could come up the Flint, could come up Line Creek, could come up, right? I mean, that could theoretically happen.
Yeah. How many dogs do you think that thing's ate?
I would have to think a lot because it's not going to get a lot off of the like the fish population in those creeks.
Right.
He ain't going to catch a lot of fish in them creeks. You know what I'm saying? So I've got to think his small animal population is pretty.
The fish are swimming easy today, buddy.
Man, no Floyd in the river, in the creek no more.
Dogs are rejoicing.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's true. But did anybody stop? Like, did the person who ran him over stop, or was he just found dead?
He was found alive but injured, and they had to euthanize him.
Oh, dang, dude.
We had our local reptile expert from Spalding County was over there.
Well, oh, man, we had to call in the experts.
Yeah,
so we had to call Spalding. Fayette had to call Spalding for some help on this.
Yeah, I mean, we've got enough reptiles in Spalding County. And we got a lot of lizard people.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, so Mary Beth's going to work, and she's like, I saw the alligator guy, the reptile guy, and the news crew. So Channel 11 come down and did like a news interview. They probably found Peachtree City's like one or two rednecks to come out there and talk about it. I didn't ever watch it. Man, Flat Creek Floyd, he was a legend around here.
They probably called him Fred too, just like me.
Yeah, but we've talked about the alligator before.
Yeah, I think he's made the show plenty of times. Yeah.
That's about the same spot I saw the drone the first time.
Oh man, do you think that was a gator keeper drone?
I think it was the FAA doing surveillance.
Yeah, something like that.
What I think it was. But
yeah, you're more than likely right. Now, dude, imagine if you're that driver, though. Imagine if you're the person flying down 74 South. You just got off work, brother. It's Friday afternoon or whatever. You know, and you run over a freaking gator, dude. Are you stopping? Are you stopping or are you going home?
Well, I'm assuming it was probably somebody that got off at from TDK, went to the pit stop, got their cold beer, and was riding home. Because I mean, them guys do it. Couldn't let
the beer get cold or get warm, right?
Right.
You know, you can't stop.
I'm not saying those guys are drunks, but
yeah,
they do happen to drink a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been known to kick them back.
You can go at any time of day that you go in there into that gas station. There is somebody from TDK buying a beer.
Yeah. 4:00 on.
Dude, I've been in there at 11.
Get out of here.
there's somebody from TDK buying a beer. They're sitting in their car and drinking it and going back to work. And it's like, what do y'all do over there that y'all can drink beer and work?
Dude, none of your business. Japanese business.
That's what it is. You know, they probably get to take a nap at work.
They probably talk to you like an old Japanese guy.
Speaking of old Japanese guys, there was old Japanese guy out there fishing. Well, actually, there was a bunch of Asians out there fishing on the pier.
Wow. Okay.
With Sabinki rigs, right? Do you know what a Sabinki rig is?
Yeah, that's one of the fancier models, right? The Japanese have some pretty intricate lures, isn't it? One of those?
This is not.
Oh,
this is it's got like 6 little flies on it. It's for catching bait. Is what we use it for.
Oh, okay. I know. I know what you mean now.
You just kind of pump like that and you catch the bait. Well, that's what they're catching their food fish with. They're eating the bait.
They're eating the bait fish?
Yeah.
They just frying the whole thing until the bones get soft and eating it?
Yeah. Mary Beth goes, she goes, do y'all eat those? He goes, yeah. Yeah. She goes, are they good? He goes, huh. Fried.
Yeah, fried. Dude, probably head and all. They probably throw it in there and eat it like a potato chip, dude.
I don't even know if they scale it.
No, they probably eat it like a potato chip when it comes out of that fryer, brother. Just nice and crunchy.
So,
man, yeah. I had some Filipino neighbors, and they're I don't know if I've ever told this story on the podcast. That's why I want to mention it. I know I told about going to the Philippines, but her parents came and visited one time, right? So they were in America visiting, and they wanted cigarettes. Now, these people smoke their cigarettes with the cherry inside their mouth. So, like, they'd leave the filter and all that on, just flip the cigarette around and put the cherry in their mouth and inhale it like that, dude. That's how they smoked. Like, cherry as close to their throat as possible, getting the direct smoke, no filter. You understand what I'm saying?
What do they do with the ash?
Dude, they'd ash it back, you know what I mean? They take it out of their mouth and then ash it. But when they go to take another hit, that cigarette went cherry in the mouth.
That's nuts.
That was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. I was like, man, Filipinos are hard.
Dude. You remember when we had those guys doing that crew to come in and did it work and they were breaking their filters off?
Yeah.
Oh, you ready for a reaction video?
Yes, I am, man. Yes, I am. Episode 200 has been going great.
Yeah. So this reaction video, when we were talking about, time travel and AI a while back. And I said, I think AI will allow us to time travel in a way where we can view it.
Okay.
And then this one kind of bounces off of the Bigfoot one from last week. So if you turn that volume up and play that.
Yep, I'm turning it up here, clicking on it.
This is George Washington. Welcome to my day in the life vlog. I've heard this is the new hip thing to do.
Yeah. Let's see what's stirring in camp today. Yo, that musket's shining like my drip, fam. You slaying or nah?
General, I'm straight fire.
This stew is bussin', chef.
Yeah.
You've got mad riz.
Just ask your mum, General. Troops looking strong today. Except that one.
Yo, this cannon's about to pop off, besties. General, we're serving boom vibes.
Thanks for vibing it with me, squad. Smash that follow for more 17760.
So we're time traveling with AI now, and we're seeing vlogs from George Washington.
Yeah, we're seeing George Washington vlogs. Now, I will say, I wish it was a little more realistic. I wish he was like, you know what I mean? Just like a little more like George would have actually been with all the fake teeth.
Yeah, he was an angry man.
Yeah, angry and probably didn't speak well. I mean, he had all those teeth, like those gnarly teeth. He, again, like Shane Gillis's routine talks about, like
slave teeth and lead.
He just had to be so like.
And he's a monster too. I mean, he's 6 foot something and redheaded.
Right.
Back then.
Right. He's the Kandahar giant back then.
Right.
You know
right.
He is the Kandahar giant.
Dude, so when they took slave teeth, did they take them alive? Or did they like get them out of a dead slave?
Would you take them alive?
I don't know. I don't want other people's teeth.
I wouldn't take them alive unless you do. You know what I'm saying?
It's like they go find a slave. Look, I'm for real. Did they go find a slave and be like, oh, he's got some good teeth. You don't need that one.
Right.
Do they get them all out of one? Or did they kind of, pick and choose so the slave can still eat? Just questions.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. You remember, weren't we told that they were horse teeth or something?
We were told they were horse teeth. Those ain't horse teeth. Horse got big teeth.
Right. How could they lie to us like that, man?
Well, you can't, you
can't tell a second grader that they're slave teeth?
No. I mean, they couldn't then. They will now. They were trans slave teeth. He was taking the teeth of the trans slaves.
Yes, he was purposefully targeting the trans slaves. That's exactly how they'd sell it now too. Unfortunately.
Let's see. All right, you ready for me?
Yes, I am, Chucker. Yes, I am.
One page, but I don't think I want to
send it this way. We're really turning a corner here on episode 200.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna be the one. It's kind of lame for the last episode, but
it'd be all right.
Let's hope to go out on a bigger
use of dang in the United States. Yeah, you've got that right, dude. The South reigns supreme with using dang.
I'm pretty sure that I'm responsible for Georgia, Alabama, and North Florida. I mean, that's a lot of dang territory, but I got it.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favorite words.
I use daggone more than I use dang. I've gotten to be a daggone kind of guy.
Well, dang it, man.
Yeah. Now, in text form, I use dang. I use dang a lot in text.
Yeah. But that's the map, man. And, it's... I wonder, why don't they use it in South Texas much?
Probably getting too close to Mexico.
Is there a Spanish word for dang? Dango. You just put an O on the end of it.
Yeah. No.
That's highly suspicious of Joe Dirt territory too.
That's true, man. That's true.
And then you got that one little spot up there in the Northwest that's like, hey, we use dang.
Yeah, I think that's Montana, right? Is that getting up into the Montana or one of the Dakotas?
It's a little west for Dakota. It's one of the Montanas.
Okay. One of them's is out there.
The Idaho, maybe?
Oh, yeah, it does.
It'd be Dan Cummins out there using all the dangs.
Idaho is the funny shaped one over right next to Washington, I thought.
I believe so. You could be right. I'm not really feeling geography right now.
No, I understand.
That would be, let's see, that's North and South Dakota.
Why does it cool off so much right there at the bayou, though, huh? Are they super French?
No, they just use the real word.
Yeah, true.
That's probably the same thing for South Florida.
Yeah. Them Cubans, dude.
Yeah.
They're not saying dang.
Dang. Dude, that would be hilarious. Have you heard a Cuban guy say dang?
Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz.
No, I can't imagine Joey Coco Diaz using dang.
Well, we want to thank you for being here. If you listen to all 200 episodes,
yeah,
you get a gold star.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys. Been a fun ride.
And don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and lakes that you used to.